on Monday. So if you're like on the brink right now, we brought in temperament therapist, relationship and friendship expert, Dr. Melanie Ross Mills, to talk about her 30-day challenge to finding just more positive thinking. Good morning, Dr. Mel. Good to see you.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
So let's talk about this challenge. What made you decide to start it, and then what does it entail?
That's a great question. So I started it for myself because my son was headed back to college and the world was really stressing me out, and I'm an empath. So I figured I needed to find some ways to switch my mindset fast because I have a way to carry everything and hold it in. So I did it for myself, to be honest.
And then, so you started this on Instagram, and I saw this and thought, we've got to bring this to TV because I think people would love to be able to follow along with the challenge. I know that even though you're kind of halfway through the challenge, people can go back through your IGTV and your videos to follow along. But what's really that first step to changing our mindset and our overall feelings and finding more positivity?
So I love this question because it is possible, you guys. And so the first step I challenge us all is to get a Post-it note. Actually get two. And I want you to write down 3 words. Can you guys see these?
Mm-hmm.
Notice, shift, and rewire.
Notice,
and I want you to put one on your bathroom mirror and one in your car, on your dashboard, somewhere it's not going to come off.
Okay.
And what we're going to notice first.
What's notice? First of all, I wanted to show you I got my Post-its ready, so thank you, team. We're so organized. Notice, is it just noticing what you're feeling or what's around you?
Yeah, so we're going to notice how we're thinking and what we're thinking. So if you're the person that goes to worst case scenario, I want you to pay attention to that. Are you ruminating? Do you spiral into negative thought processes really fast? I want you to really pay attention to what you're thinking and how you're thinking. I want you to notice.
Okay, so say we notice we're spiraling, then the next word is shift.
Yes, so what we're going to want to do is, so I love this saying, his name is Donald Webb, this is my other Post-it, he says neurons that fire together, he's a neuroscientist, neurons that fire together, wire together. So we're wanting to notice how we're thinking, what we're thinking, then we're going to shift into gratitude. They say, neuroscientists are telling us gratitude is the quickest way to change our neural pathways from negative to positive.
Okay, and then the next word is rewire. I guess that's part of the rewiring process, isn't it?
Yes, and so basically we're going to encode our neural pathways. And you guys, this is possible, and that's what's so beautiful is we're not stuck in negative thinking, and we need to switch to positive, healthy mindsets now more than ever. So our brain will form ruts back and forth. If we continually have these negative states playing, they literally will form ruts. So we're going to want to form a new pathway to where it's positive and healthy ways of thinking, and that will create new habits of thinking.
How does going through a process like this help with just, how do you differentiate between, do you need something like this, or is it actually a time to grieve and it's okay to be sad and, and feel those feelings as opposed to just pushing them away and saying, I need to notice, shift, and rewire and never feeling them?
Yeah, we have to work through our feelings and emotions. That's how we also grow. So we're not negating the fact that these times are incredibly challenging. They are heartbreaking. We do need to grieve and mourn. So absolutely, we do not negate the fact that reality is happening. But what we want to do is make an extra effort to actually make new memories, to see the good things that are going on, so that we are actually able to function in ways that are healthier for ourselves and the lives around us, right?
So beautifully put, Dr. Mel. Wishing you love today and always, and especially with the back to school, sending that baby boy back to college, and all of that. I hope everything's going well for you. I know. Take care, Dr. Mel.
Thanks, you guys.
So I mentioned that you can go to her Instagram to follow along with a 30-day challenge. It's an excellent challenge. So MelanieRossMills.com is her website, but then her social media, it's about halfway done at Dr. Melanie R. Mills. And then you can follow along and kind of do the challenge at home and know that I'll be just as silly at home with my sticky notes as you are. So don't feel silly about putting the sticky notes up. There's something to it.
There really is. And having had many conversations with Dr. Mel and talking about this, when you go to the worst case scenario and you feel like everything's not going to turn out well, you project that to other people and they're less likely, they sense it, right? They're less likely to want to collaborate with you maybe on a project. As soon as you change your mindset, you put out a better vibe and people are more
More attracted to you.
more
Yeah.
attracted to you and wanting to help
agree.
you, and then things are more successful by way of that alone. And we always do go to worst case scenario. You and I said that.
Yeah.
Like if we started this show and said, well, I mean, what are we going to do? I mean, we're starting this show and we have a small staff, and who's going to watch it? And it's only going to last a year. And what am I going to do when it's over if they cancel it? 2 years in almost.
Boom.
Jenny, pass me a post.
There you go.
Okay, Yolanda's ready for the Post-its. We're gonna do Post-its socially distanced.
The new normal? Things come to you.